Hello, my name is Umberto Albarella, and I am a professor of archaeology at the University of Sheffield. And I'm currently on strike together with my colleagues from the University College Union. While I'm on strike, I don't get paid. So for each day that I do not work, my salary is lost. And what do I do when I am on strike? Do I lazy about? Far from it. My day normally starts at 5 o'clock in the morning when I get up and I get prepared to go on the picket line. I spend most of the morning on the picket line. It's a very interesting time. I have the opportunity to have the kind of intellectual and stimulating conversations that have become a rarity in the everyday life of an academic. But the picket provides this opportunity. I meet new colleagues, but it's also a bit of a tough life. It's often cold, often damp, and I tend to get very tired. When the picket ends, the day is far from over, and there is still a lot to do. There are often meetings, organizational meetings. Sometimes there are rallies. And when I come back home, there is still a lot of work to do. There's networking with colleagues, various organizational work to do to support the strikes. There is contact with the media, and sometimes informal contacts with students who we want to make sure that they don't feel completely abandoned. The other thing that happens as a consequence of the strike is that although I will not reschedule my lectures, inevitably I will develop a big backlog of work, which means that when I go back to work after a strike, in addition to my normal busy life as an academic, I have even more work that I have to deal with. So why am I doing this? Am I some kind of masochist? And the same applies to all my thousands of colleagues who are also on strike. Well, the reason why I do that is because we are striking against the erosion of our salaries and our pensions, and we are fighting for better equality of treatment, and we are fighting against the exploitation which is generated by the common use of short-term contracts and also the overwork that affects all our lives and has generated a massive mental health crisis in the university. So I fight for all this, but I think it's probably right to say that all this together amounts to something bigger. Basically, we are fighting for the soul of the university. It's a soul that the university has lost. We believe that the university can be a place where people work happily, supporting each other, expressing solidarity with each other. The university can still be a real, a genuine place of learning, where students are happy and operate in a very interactive way with their teachers. When in other words, students and teachers feel that they are part of the same community. We also believe that a university is a place where the common good can be shared, that our resources can be shared, that we should not see our colleagues as competitors, but rather as friends whose success we cherish. However, sadly, this is not what the university is nowadays. The university environment is totally geared towards the benefit of a limited number of profiteers, has become a toxic environment in which we are encouraged to succeed at the expenses of others. We need to put this to an end. And the only tool that we currently have is strike action. And fortunately, we have a new union that can support us in doing this. And therefore, I would like to encourage all my colleagues to join our fight, to try to fight for a better future. And do remember that the work that we are doing is mainly work that is addressed towards the benefit of future generations. I have a daughter who is now 15, and I want to have the opportunity one day when she will be at university and further on, maybe when I'll be even older, I want to be able to look at her in the eyes and say, I did what I could to make that academic environment better. Thank you.